I was always the type of person who believed that if something came on the parish bulletin, it was directed at Mike and I. So on came the parish bulletin saying that they were looking for some people who've got an experience of dementia and whether they would be willing to take part in a little bit of a working party and forum. Oh, we were there. We went together, we went over to Hinsley Hall together. Mike was the living example of what it's like to have dementia. I was the voice behind him in many cases, and we did that for at least a year, maybe 15 months together. When it got so as Mike couldn't go, I used to go on my own on the days he went to daycare. The forum was helped to organise a little bit around when I was free. When I wasn't able to do that, we did some very, very sparse things online because there wasn't much going on during COVID from that angle. But when Mike passed away, I carried on. I carried on with the Dementia Forum until it actually ended with the fruition of a book, of which his story is entered into. So it started with the church, it started with the parish bulletin, and it started with someone speaking at church, and it ended with the culmination of a book. Part of the Dementia Forum's brief was to get in touch with as many people as possible through Caritas, as many people as we could touch, to understand the facets of dementia. And one of the meetings that I attended, was it was mooted that there would be a book, that this would be done, sponsored through Caritas and the Leeds Diocese, but it would be published between Joe Cortis and Pia Matthews, who was going to write it from London. They needed some life stories of people who had experienced the journey, and I was more than happy to contribute to that. I started with Mike's beginning of his story, and I spent a little few chapters talking about how it affected our daily lives and all of that. And then when we covered the funeral, we covered the end of life, and it was really, really important that that book somehow cemented the years of all the Dementia Forum work. The journey book could have been just a facts and figures book. It could have been a book about this is the path that you will take, or this is the path that the medics may take. But because it is strewn with people's stories, I think there's 5 different people's stories in that book, it brings it to life. It brings it to a place that no other dementia book, to my knowledge, because I've read a few, have covered. So it's a glorious end to the whole work with the Dementia Forum and with Caritas.